Buenos días, tengan todos ustedes. Felices de tener finalmente la compañía.
No hay audio.
Alan Lake de las medusas. Como ustedes podrán recordar, ¿Sí se está bañando? Sí. Como pueden, esta es una reposición de lo que teníamos programado para el festival del 2020. Now it's working, yes. Everybody's like, it was like, yes, it's working. No, I thought it is working, you know. Y entonces estamos muy contentos de haber podido sostener a lo largo de estos 3 años este proyecto que sin lugar a duda es uno de los proyectos más innovadores, más significativos por su contenido propio que hemos presentado en cualquier festival en 26 años. Nos sentimos realmente, esto ha sido un logro. Thank you very much, Alan, for keeping this, this project alive since 2020. Yet it's been a lot of work and a lot of interest in really trying to make this happen. Sí, le comento al maestro que ha sido un esfuerzo extraordinario por parte de la compañía, por parte del gobierno de Quebec, por parte del gobierno de Canadá, de que esta compañía puede estar con nosotros precisamente clausurando el día de mañana. Esta es la última rueda de prensa de la edición 26, quizás la edición más exitosa en 26 años en lo que se refiere a el público asistente. Ya posteriormente pasaremos la muneralia, pero realmente trabajamos un cuarto de siglo para llegar a números verdaderamente impresionantes de asistencia. No va a ser la excepción en estos 2 días, en donde tendremos teatros llenos nuevamente, teatros llenos todo el festival. Agradezco muchísimo al público que confió y ha confiado en nosotros en las propuestas que hemos tenido. Bueno, este es nuestro programita en mano, el cual I'm very proud of it. This is our, yes, very nice, very nice. Un póster que les vamos a regalar. En fin, quisiera leer un poquito sobre la compañía. Alan Lake es una compañía de danza contemporánea multidisciplinaria creada y promovida en 2007 por el coreógrafo y director Alan Lake, que ha desarrollado un enfoque que combina la danza, cine y las artes visuales. Este crossover contribuye directamente a definir el lenguaje único de una compañía, creando universos crudos y simbolistas en los que el ser humano evoluciona totalmente impregnado por un entorno. Alan Lake Factori se dedica por completo a la creación y a la distribución de obras coreográficas, instalaciones y películas de danza, que muestran en esta interconexión entre el cuerpo y el movimiento, el espacio que ocupa en este ciclo de vida y muerte que subyace en ellos. La compañía también se dedica en promover la danza contemporánea y la investigación coreográfica a través de interpretaciones, talleres, conferencias y otras actividades relacionadas. Realmente una compañía de punta, una compañía que está marcando, no me queda duda, la pauta de lo que es la danza en la actualidad. Y yo como festival, a nombre del festival y como director en lo particular, agradezco muchísimo. I thank you very much, for the festival to be here. And I'm sure this is going to be, for sure, one of our best selling tickets in 26 years. I mean, the content of the piece is absolutely blow the mind. Okay. Bueno, les dejo con el maestro Alan Lake.
Hola, buenos días. Muchas gracias for the invitation. It's so an incredible gift to be here. Thank you, Sergio. It's been since 2020, like we said, and it's incredible after the pandemic just to be here. And there's so many annulation and programmers who people who have the trust and to report a piece. It's incredible, and thank you very much for your team. Incredible arrival. So really happy to be here right now. Is there how do you want to do it? Is there some question that you want to ask from the piece, from the process of the company?
Realmente tenemos ante nosotros, en particular, uno de los más importantes coreógrafos, creadores e innovadores del mundo. Eso es una buena oportunidad quizás para preguntar sobre futura danza.
Pues yo quisiera más que nos hable un poco de por qué se escoge este espectáculo para cuál es la parte.
He wants to know if particularly why is that we pick this piece to be here today. Well, maybe I can. Es una contestación que puedo yo combinar con answer with you. Este espectáculo yo lo vi hace 4 años previo a la pandemia y me tomó unos segundos entender que este era un espectáculo que no solamente la comunidad de danza, sino que México tenía que ver. Este es un espectáculo que tiene su estreno en Latinoamérica el día de mañana. Gustosamente estrenamos en Jalisco y luego van al DF. Seguimos con nuestra buena costumbre de ser puntas en los estrenos en Latinoamérica, de que el festival siga siendo la puerta para que las grandes compañías abran sus giras o estrenen en Jalisco sus obras. Y bueno, I think that the rest time I'm talking about how it took me really 5 minutes maybe to say, wow, this is what I need. Y quiero decirles que vi la obra, no como la van a ver ustedes, sino cuando Alan lo presentó, cuando esto era un proyecto en progreso, pero desde que vi los primeros trazos y lo que Alan nos quería decir en eso showcase, when I first seen the play on these small showcases at Cinars like 5 or 6 years ago, that it was so powerful, even that we didn't have the lighting and we didn't have, it was just to get us as promoters an idea of what was coming on.
I'm going to try to continue. I think that the piece, the way that we created from the picture, from the painting of Géricault, we realized that with the 9 dancer, there was really actualized subject, because during the creation we have a lot of photo of both people. So we realized that all the subjects are really actual and touch the public, and all the symbolic charge reach in the narrative. So it's not just pure dance. There's for the public, it's easy to understand something. So I think that there's a particular power in this piece for that part. And with the musician live too, because there's a musician live, and it's an extraordinary musician who accompagnar. Sorry, even I'm not English, I'm French. So accompagnar, so the musician and the 9 dancer is like a big family. It's really generous to the stage for the public.
Sí, qué bueno que thank you for mentioning the music, Antoine, yes. Bueno, uno de los highlights, sin lugar a duda, no solamente por el cuerpo de baile y todo lo que ustedes van a ver, es la música. Antoine ya había estado con nosotros en algún otro festival haciendo la música para algún bailarín, Luis La Cavaliera, hace varios años. Y con enorme gusto se ha ido consolidando quizás como uno de los más importantes creadores de música escénica que existen. Hay que recordar que la originalidad es uno de los, puntos claves en una gran creación. Y creo que lo que van a ver ustedes mañana es un producto de pies a cabeza totalmente original, incluyendo la música. En ocasiones podemos ver algo que quizás pudimos haber visto en otro lado o que se parecía quizás a otra cosa. Eso no va a suceder el día de mañana. Realmente lo que van a ver es algo totalmente innovador, totalmente nuevo, con música original y con un concepto increíblemente potente.
Is that answering the question? Is that answering? Yes. Because we talk about the music, but there's in the company we love movement, we love choreography, but we love visual art too. So there's a lot of matters, there's a lot of change. There's a big setup. There is a little bit influenced by the cinema, editing in cinema. So this setup is always changing like a season. So I think that it's I don't know the word, but eloquente? No. Huh? Eloquente, because of all that and elevate the human being, all those matters, matière, materia, all this materia.
¿Alguna otra pregunta?
¿Qué te dio por cambiar la manera de crear una pieza de danza a través, en este caso, o en varios que he visto de ustedes, es de una obra de arte, de una pieza musical, de un esto? Ya no es el baile por el baile, sino que creas todo un mundo para poder crear una pieza y te agarras de varias cosas. Why you take from the other choreographer, you take the piece of art, painting, and then you make the dance, or a piece of music and make the piece of dance with everything. You make all thing of art put in the piece of dance.
Thank you for the question. It's a long process because a piece is around about 2 years of creation, and sometime Antoine is with us with the music, and then he's gonna watch the dance, he's gonna create the music about what we see. And sometimes, some weeks, there's the difference. He arrive with some music, and I, with the dancer, are influenced with Antoine do. Then with the materia, with different kind of material, with the black painting, the white painting, we decide to create with the dancer and how the painting influence the state of the dance, and not dance with just the body, but the cold of the cold water influence of what we gonna do. So it's a kind of always a action and reaction, and we exchange a lot with the dancers. So they're a co-creator, because I ask them, how do you feel that? How can you move on that way? And sometimes they say, I have to do this. Even if you ask me something, I have to do another path. And this is really interest with the interaction. And sometimes the setup, the scenografia arrive late. So sometime when the scenografia arrive, then we really create. You're gonna see a scenograph. Is that the way you say it, scenografia, or no? Okay, so you're gonna see that it's a mobile scenografia. So we really have some creation of that. So it's all about a big relation with all those, and then I try to do a collage, a collage, and it's really important at the end that the collage is not now is the dancing, now is the music, now is visual art, now is narrative, theater. It's important to have a perfect blend that you cannot feel, and you just at the end, oh, okay, what's happening? It's important for me that you can dive and say, okay, there was visual art, there was music, there was cinema, there was a setup, and first of all, magnificent 9 dancers who just get involved about, because even if I mix many things, the first preoccupation is the body and the human being behind the body. So not just perfect virtuose dancer, but humanity dancer who really feel something when they're moving about this family. Correct? Thank you.
Nada más que me recuerden cuántos artistas son en escena.
9 dancers. So there are 10. Yes.
Sí, son 9 bailarines que no van a dar crédito y un músico que tú, mi querido maestro, que eres músico y compositor, he's a composer and a journalist, and digo, es una cosa extraordinaria y me da mucho gusto en 2 cosas que menciona aquí el maestro, que hay que tener siempre muy conciencia, que una obra de arte de esta magnitud lleva más de 2 años de experimentación y de creación. Y una de las cosas que a mí en lo particular precisamente me llamó más la atención es esta capacidad precisamente que mencionaba el maestro de poder combinar la danza, los temas de los criterios cinematográficos, la música, de dónde está inspirado del cuadro, ¿no? Y cómo en ocasiones puedes tú ver que el cuadro empieza a aparecer ahí, es como si le dieran vida al cuadro. Es impresionante. ¿Alguna otra pregunta?
¿Cómo logras que tanto el músico como los bailarines den alma? How can you make the dancers and the musician put her soul with the other souls to the final piece?
I think we always talk about subject, and the Wrath of the Méduse de Géricault is a big subject, because when you see the painting of Géricault is really, really huge. The body are bigger than natural body, and you see some muerta body, then some alive, some just with the flesh, try to rise and have do something with the humanity, because we know that the world is not going so well right now. I have a daughter of 7 years old, so we try to talk about art subject, but try to put light into it, hope. So when we talk about different subject of the painting, historically too, because historically there was something like 150 people of just crash, and then there's just 9 who survive, so they are the 9 naufragés. Naufragés? Bon. So when we talk about this, it cannot just be the music and the dance, so depend of the personality of the dancer. They realize and they try to feel, and every tableau, because the piece is built in a tableau, in chapter, so every chapter has its intention clear intention. Okay, now we talk about how we miss someone and how can we touch someone. It was really special in August, last August in Belgium when we take the piece again, because it was just after the pandemic, and 3 years that we didn't touch, and we just arrived and remount the piece. It was incredible. Even the dancer would say, "We can do this. We can do this." It was, you know, we're human. We are human. So with the subject, the soul came out. But if it's just music and dance, it's more difficult. And I don't ask him to overacting. Do you know what I mean? Don't say cry. Don't cry on stage. You just, okay, you lost someone. What do you feel? What do you want to do with this, with the dance? And it's changed. Or this is a sunny day and smile. At the end, I don't want to say the end, but at the end, we hope that a light came out. So always asking like this. But it's many steps. At the beginning, it's technical dance, and then we put some layer of statement, état. I don't know how to say état in English or Spanish. Un état. I think it's statement when. Maybe. Feeling instinct, because we have because in dance, not in dance, but in my company, you have some neutral statement, neutral feeling, like walking on the street, and then you have some other feeling, and so they dance with that.
Maestro, ¿podrían mencionar los lugares donde ya se ha presentado este espectáculo y ya ha tenido ensayos aquí en el Teatro de México?
Sí, ahorita están montando.
Hablar como de la experiencia que han tenido con el teatro como tal, si el espacio y todo, ¿qué opinan ustedes?
Yeah, talking about your experience arriving to the theater.
Ici?
Yeah, your experience arriving to the theater. I mean, how is everything going?
Ah, okay. Yeah. From this theater,
Yes.
it's incredible, because we just arrived. It was the night, and Antoine, because I think that Antoine already came.
Yes.
Oh yeah, and he said, "Alan, this is the theater." No, this is not true, because it's old. We don't used to be in this old kind of architecture, and inside the theater, the piece is going to be perfect in that, because it's. Yes, and it's similar that the painting of Géricault. So all the sculpture, the human sculpture that we try to do, I think that even if we don't light the theater, I think that it's going to resonate in the theater. And you see the big sculpture on the it's exactly, you're going to see a lot of those kind of human structure, but always moving. So it's perfect. And I'm from Quebec, winter, so it's really, really different. The plants, the trees, and we are a company are really influenced about the organic I'm from a forest, boreal forest, and I live in the forest. So it's important to me to put some nature on stage and talk about this climatic situation. And it's so different when you came into another country. There's a lot of different nature, and it's beautiful.
How many places you show this same piece?
The same piece. We do a tour in Quebec, and then Canada. We went to Europe in Belgium, and then we work in the United States in Dallas, and then we are, Sergio, thank you, here. And you have a partner at UNAM right now. We're going to go at Mexico City. We were supposed to go Guanajuato maybe another time. And next year it's about Australie, Australie, maybe Brazil and Allemagne. Allemagne is Germany. So it's a big journey for that piece, and I really a lot of gratitude gratitude is. I tried to talk to Emma in Grenada yesterday, and they say it's kind of muchos gracias, but I think it's big, but it's bigger than that. Gratitude, because it's rare that a piece have a long journey. And it's so important because it changed. In the company, we have a lot of babies during the process and during the tour. So all mothers and fathers came and sometimes even nourri in the coulisses. You know, the babies in the coulisses. So part of this life, so it's really important. It's a big and great journey. Gratitude.
Muy bien, pues muchísimas gracias por acompañarnos. Quiero agradecer a todos los medios de comunicación que nos acompañaron a lo largo de este mes, del 2 al 4 de junio, casi un mes. Nos estuvieron apoyando muchísimo, tuvimos los teatros llenos, no va a ser la excepción. Quiero agradecer al gobierno del estado de Jalisco, al Ayuntamiento de Guadalajara, al Ayuntamiento de Zapopan, al Ayuntamiento de Tlajumulco, a todos nuestros patrocinadores, a toda la gente que abarrotó los lugares. Todavía hay oportunidad de ver la ruta escultórica este fin de semana, que ya empezamos a retirar las 33 esculturas el lunes. En fin, pues nos vemos el año que entra y que disfruten la función de mañana, que va a ser una cosa increíble. Muchas gracias a todos y que pasen buenas tardes.